On deck for you in our MLB coverage. Padres baseball as San Diego goes up against the Miami Marlins. A great game of baseball coming right up.
It's National League action. The Miami Marlins hope for a strong performance here at home. A treat today, we'll see Giancarlo Stanton looking for some big at-bats. Hi again, everybody, along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. I'm Gary Thorne. Welcome. Now we'll take a look at the starting pitcher for Miami. And Steve, as he gets going against these San Diego bats, what are we going to see from him?
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
Now we have a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Padres. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, everybody loves the home run ball, and Mark Trumbo can hit them as far and as hard as anybody. This guy's a big, tall player, and once he connects, it's leaving the yard.
Vodker gets a turn here. That was a loss last time for the Padres. Still a good three-game series for them as they take two against the Red Sox in Boston. And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. So in that last outing, 3-run deficit, couldn't find a way.
No, and it just didn't seem like they were into it this game, like they weren't playing their game and ended up finding themselves on the wrong end of the score.
Miami lost yesterday. That series for them, they ended up losing 1-2 against the Braves in Atlanta. First pitch, a sinker away, 1-0. Looking back on that last one, they had a chance, didn't get it done.
Well, they had a chance, but it looked like there was some concentration lapses on this team late in the game.
1-0 pitch, a curve, it's in there, 1-1.
Well, he hangs this breaking ball and throws it up and in. The hitter gives up on it, doesn't even offer.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Lined foul towards third. The 1-2 from Benitez. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, you can make a mistake to Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to hit it out of the ballpark. And you can make a great pitch, and he can hit it out of the ballpark, too. Unbelievable strength and athleticism for such a big man.
Fastball in there, 0-1. Lifetime, 234 against the Padres. And with 2 strikes on him now, Stanton, he'll be looking carefully.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Benitez sets and throws. He catches the strike zone, gets the called strikeout on Giancarlo Stanton. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. Up next, it'll be the Padres. Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in. He'll start it off here in the second. Big swing, straightaway center. Warning track, Wall looking up. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. On tap for the Marlins, the San Diego series ending on Monday. They'll kick off an interleague series with the Minnesota Twins, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Then they'll take on a team they're confident about. San Francisco Giants will be hosting. Well, the opportunity is here. Pitcher in a spot right now. You get 2 outs to work with, and you got the top of the order coming up.
Strike 1.
Runs up to bunt that time, but he missed it. It's a strike. There he goes towards third. And he lays one down here. And Jones picks it up. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
To be a successful pitcher, you have to be able to pitch and field your position, but you also have to handle the bat, and that's what he did right there.
Now, that number 9 spot, Steve, a lot of people say that's just a waste. That's an automatic out. That's how you take and get something out of it.
That's how you help yourself when you're the pitcher.
Bottker has a turn in the box. Last time he grounded out. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Quick half inning there. It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. It's going to be Hernandez. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. Grandal, throw one to first in time, 1 away. Now a look at the staffs that have seemed unhittable this past month. The Braves, number 1. 2nd, the Brewers. Cardinals, 3rd. 4th, Cubs. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
You look at those low opponents' batting averages. Those really are the pitching staffs with the best stuff. They're the ones that get the most outs and the most swings and misses and the most pop outs and the hitters being off balance. Quality pitching equals low opponents' batting average.
The 1-1 pitch. Here's a strike, bottom half of the zone, 1-2 now. And here's a quick chance to look at how this guy has been mixing up his locations to this lineup.
But we've been watching him go high.
On the ground to short. Galvis on the first, 2 away. Took a called 3rd strike in his last at bat. The first pitch. First pitch looked like a circle change over for a called strike.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
And Giancarlo Stanton looks at that one for a ball to even the count. Benitez sets and throws. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Galvis. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And a good defense. We'll get Carrillo now in the batter's box. He'll start things off here, inning number 4. And the first pitch. He swings, hits a ball to right field. One down. All-star break looming large now. We take a look at the Eastern Division race. In first place, it's the Nationals. In second place, it's the Phillies. Third place, the Mets. In the fourth spot, it's the Marlins. And the Braves, they are in last place. It's Grandal at the plate. And it goes foul. Hit in the air. That one's gloved. Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first one. That one lofted in the air. That one's foul. Here's the pitch. This one's bounced up the middle. Solano throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No hits. Nobody. And it's Mahoney at the plate. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, when you're playing behind a guy, you
Up the middle. Oh, mercy. That one up the middle, just barely missed hitting him. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had to dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate. Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. Second in walks, fourth in stolen bases. And this offense, that ability to drive the ball, a real asset for them. A doubles machine ranked in the top 10 in doubles.
And here's the first one. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if you can't get him to chase.
Benitez sets and throws. Swing, hot shot, and that's a knock for Jones. And that will bring up Justin Ruggiano.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
In his 7th season. Ground ball. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Wasn't sure when that pitch came to that outside portion of the plate, if he was going to lay back on that one or pull it.
And this defense didn't know either, John. They ended up with a great execution of opposite field hitting.
And he's right where he wants to be, sitting on base now, guys. Foul ball!
Oh, and 1. Benitez kicks and delivers. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. All right, now a look at the number of quality strikes that this guy has thrown today. John, Steve, is there anything there that stands out?
Well, what stands out is when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's where you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate, make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the back. Let's take a look at this pitch. It was a circle change. There it is in K-Cam.
Now look at the pitching staffs with the best ERA over the past 10. The Braves, number 1. Second, the Brewers. In third, the Cardinals. The Cubs, 4th. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
Let me take a look at these low ERAs, and I think it really points to the fact they have depth in their pitching staff. The starting pitching and the bullpen have been getting the job done, really limiting the opposition. Takes so much pressure off the offense.
Fouled away.
Foul!
Ground ball to short. Galvis throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs with a couple of hits and 2 left on. Dean at the plate. He's our first batter here in the 5th. What's he doing? To start these hitters out. Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
Pound the strike zone. Strike one, critical, and it's proving to play out in this one. He's retired 9 batters in this game when he's throwing a first pitch strike.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Benitez sets and throws. Sinker can't find the zone. 2-1. Two-1 on the way. On the ground to second. Diaspo scoops it up. And his throw gets him. 1 away. It's going to be Hernandez. Grounded out his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a called strike on the circle change.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2. Sinker swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
Here's a better look at that sinker.
Well, I think the guys in the dugout are watching this sequence of pitches and taking notes.
And if they are, John, they ought to be. He had the off-speed pitch as a setup pitch and then went for the strikeout using the breaking ball.
And a very good combination using timing and location to keep the hitter off balance. Works just like he wanted it to.
Echevarria at the plate. Second highest average on the ball club. Well, working on the 0-1 count now. 0-1. Benitez kicks and delivers. Takes that breaking ball. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Now, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone and see how he's been doing on the mound to get the batters to go after those pitches.
Well, he's got a very nice job so far, Gary, in this game. You know, John, a big part of his success, hitters chasing pitches out of the zone. The undisciplined lineup is really helping him out today.
But one of the most telling stats is when you've got your command on any given day, Steve, you got a chance to be successful, and these guys are chasing everything.
Hard slider misses. 2-2. And time is called. So we're going to see if they want to make a move here or just buy a little time.
I'm not sure they're going to make the switch right now. It's going to be interesting to see which way they go.
Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. And they aren't able to make any noise here in this half inning. Miami 2. San Diego nothing. Well, let's check this out to see whether or not it's as planned for Bud Black. He knows he's going to have. We have seen a great. Pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, this lineup is struggling because he's done such a good job of mixing it up.
Oh, he takes off for second. Hit hard on the ground towards third. The second for 1. On to first. Safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
Bottker up at the plate. A smash towards the hole. A terrific opportunity here for San Diego.
Now this one's coming to the inside part of the plate, but he manages to put the bat on the ball and drive it to right field.
We call that a muscle hit, Steve. He just muscled that to the opposite field.
Now, how do you know it's a muscle hit? Muscles?
Take a look at these.
Oh, guns.
Oh, both runners on the move. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
It's Grandal at the plate. He's gone 3 for 6 lifetime against the Marlins. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. And, Steve, let's take a look at how the pitch is done.
You know, Gary, location means everything, and he's going with a heater. He's not trying to fool him, but he's keeping the ball down, and he's getting him to do what he wants. It's pounded into the ground.
Got him. And he has just been magnificent through 6. Still got outs to get, Steve, but he's in this one.
Now, Gary, he's got his great stuff and his great location.
Out inning so far. The Padres unable to get on the board. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. He's got the most home runs in the division. Grounded out last time through. First pitch to him. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And he tracks that one down.
Well, big out right there. Listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him, but this is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
Foul! And it's fouled away. He deals. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And it's going to be Stanton as he drops back for it and puts it away.
As a manager, you sit back and watch this guy out there dealing like that. The pitching coach just says, hey, go get him, buddy. You've got it completely under control.
Watker is the batter now. Now, to be effective, you've got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Well, that the fact that his arsenal of pitches has been great today, and the command of that arsenal has been outstanding. And when you can do all that, you're going to keep these hitters off balance.
That's exactly it. He's doing a pretty
ground ball towards second. Solano throws to first. Side is retired.
Well, he's got a chance to get in that dugout, take a deep breath, get his legs back underneath him.
And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Grounded out last time up. And starts him out here. Circle change, cut on and missed, 0-1.
They just have not been able to mount any offensive opportunities in this one. I mean, 2 runners left on base. We're in the 9th inning here, so this has been all about pitching.
0-1 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed, 0-2.
They need to stay alive here.
Back up the middle. And that will be in there as Trumbo picks up the base hit. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie.
Hit in the air to center field. And that's going to go through. That could be trouble. Trumbo is going for it. Trumbo will score. Oh, they're scrambling. And the throw. Eyes turned back the other way now. And he will be tagged out on a play he probably is going to define as bonehead.
They win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
And we get a moment here to... And Steve, that ought to send these folks home. And Phillips is in the box. Boy, he needs to get this out here. You do not want to give up that big hit to the opponent. Opposing pitcher, especially with that top of the order waiting.
Well, good speed at first base right here. He can really run. Don't be surprised if we see him try to steal and get a second runner in scoring position.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. They score the run. He's coming around third, going to try to score. And he scores, and we are tied. On this win expectancy graph, we can see just how much damage that double has done.
Well, this offense, this inning, getting away from them a little bit. They've got to go out and get some outs right here to try to stop this, or it can get carried away.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. You got to credit this lineup at an important hit in the air to left center. Dan Orphea to field this one. 2 away. Runner on his way to third. Here we have a look at the teams getting on base the most often for the month. The Phillies, number 1. Second, the Padres. Marlins, third.
Well, if you're a fan and you like long at-bats and the fact that a hitter can make pitchers work.
And he's running on the move for third. Now Lee with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the two-seamer has his timing way off. He's
had a single in his last time up. 2 outs and a runner on second. And he swings and hits this one foul. It's fouled off. And Ruiz is calling for the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. They pick up 2, 3 hits, strand a man. Tie ball game here in San Diego. Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Kristen Orphea to lead it off. That was a loss last time for the Padres in a 3-game series after you drop those first 2. Now is the time against the Phillies. Bullington will be the new pitcher. He'll be the relief pitcher for the Padres. First pitch on the way. Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone, strike 1. So you look back, down by 2, that ended that.
Yeah, they just need to figure out a way to score a little more runs to help to get some of these wins.
Swung on, line to right field. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base. Now we have a moment to look at the extra base hit leaders for this month. Batting, it is Corey Hart. .270 lifetime batting average against the Padres. Here we go with the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Solid pitch when you place that breaking ball down to the zone, that diving motion, very hard to hit.
Swings, pops it up, right side of the infield. Trumbo will field. That's 1 down. We are through the first half of the season, and here's a look at the race in the Eastern Division. In first place, it's the Phillies. In second place, it's the Nationals. At third spot, the Marlins. It's the Mets in fourth. And the Braves, they are in last place.
High expectations in Philadelphia this year from the fans and the media, and really from these players. And to their credit, they're living up to those expectations, sitting atop the National League East.
Strike 2, and now with no balls and 2 strikes, Carlos Ruiz, he'll look to protect that strike zone.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
Good slider that time, ruled the ball, 1-2.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flip.
That swung on, hit on the ground. And he grabs this one. Gets one at second. And two. They pull off the double play. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Still tied here in San Diego. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. Game moving along. Let's see how it's gone so far for Bud Black. And he knows it starts with great pitching. Happy with the last inning on the mound. Now looking for the offense. Trumbo settling in. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. That's a foul ball. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 for Mark Trumbo. Time to protect.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls off another one.
But the last thing you want to do in this situation is strike out. But with an 0-2 count, your chances are pretty good that you will strike out. But this defensive approach will keep him alive.
Botker in the batter's box. Grounded out last time up. Here's the delivery. That one goes foul. Pitch on the way. Swing and a shot down the left field line. And this is a fair ball heading towards the corner.
Let's take a look around the National League this year. Let's see where the San Diego Padres sit right now. 5th in ERA, 5th in home runs, and an offense that's in the top 10 in triples. That ability to drive the ball into the gaps is a real asset for a club, but also that speed and aggressiveness to turn them into triples.
It's Grandal at the plate. Here's the first one. Hit in the dirt. Duran. There's one. And two. How's that for getting out of the inning in style? They nailed the guy at the plate on a double play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Take a look now at this ball game from Charlie Manuel's hideaway. And at this point, every move is critical. He hasn't got any margin for error. And it's Chase Utley at the plate. Hitless so far, he'll get another shot at it now. Got a tie ball game here, so you got to be ready to react. So they've got both a righty and lefty throwing.
And I suspect the manager's going to use both of them to be able to handle the situations and matchups through the rest of the inning.
Chase Utley not fooled by that pitch. Count is even. Career numbers, .318 batting average against the Padres. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. And Utley works this one to the hitter's count of 3-1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Here's the pitch. And this one misses ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base.
Even though he missed with the curveball right there and gave up the walk, you have to credit the confidence he has in throwing that pitch no matter what the count.
Well, he digs in here, Steve. A golden opportunity to be the hero.
And with nobody out, they need to find a way to advance the runner into scoring position.
First pitch to him. Sliders in there. No balls and a strike.
Well, the way to keep the ball in the ballpark is by going down and away. It's the toughest pitch to drive. He executed it well.
Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his...
Here's a swing and a ground ball. The pick. One. And Trumbo is there to finish off the double play. Duran's in the box. Trying to get here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. Galvis throws on to first in time to retire the side. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Tie ball game here in San Diego. Well, let's check this out, see whether or not it's as planned for Bud Black. This is where the at-bats are very crucial. He doesn't want to have to go to extras if he can help it. We'll get Carrillo now in the batter's box. Now the first batter here in the bottom half of the ninth. We'll see if he can get something going, make this crowd happy. He deals. Popped into foul territory down the left side. That's one away.
Well, changing speeds helps a pitcher a lot. You get the hitter off balance, it turns into easy outs like this, pop up to the short.
Diaspo at the plate. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. First pitch of the AB. Hit on the ground. Duran out number 2. And we've got Galvis here. He singled and later scored in his last time up. First pitch on the way here. Up the middle. And there we go. The winning run on base. He's going to try to stretch it.
He's having one heck of a game, isn't he, Gary? Up to 3 hits now for the game, and we'll see if they can bring him home with 2 outs.
And Bullington, he'll settle into the batter's box. He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the out. Field to play nothing over their head.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. There's Alfonso to hit. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, a tie game, you have to make this move right now. Offense becomes critical, and then the bullpen's going to have to come in and get the job done as well.
Here's the delivery. A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Production at the plate here so far, Gary. The RBI base hit, and then obviously the home run as well. So the game's tied.
Brown hits the ground ball. Galvis, 1 away. And it's Diekman batting. Cut out and missed, and it's 0-1. Here it comes. Good power curve there. He's ahead 0-2. Fouled away. That one's drilled to short. Galvis in time for the out. And it's Siriaco at the plate. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. First pitch on the way. Oh! It's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Swung on, liner to right. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board.
And they've been able to count on him this entire game. The mechanics have been absolutely flawless. That's how he's gotten those 3 hits.
And in the batter's box, it's the North hip. He's had 1 hit 4 times up.
Gary, they're going to have to be very careful with the runner at first base. He can run. They may call a pitch.
Oh, he takes off for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. Still tied here in San Diego. Top of the lineup coming up. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And Borges is going to come to the plate. And he swings and hits this one foul. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready. He's going to try to stretch it.
He is absolutely on fire right here. 3 hits in this game. Talk about great approach at the plate. He's utilizing that today.
In the box again, their left fielder. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And he throws the first one. Hit hard on the ground to short. And there's one. And the deuce, a double play. Oh for 4 in this one. And the first pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball. Hart's there. And he'll step on first to retire the side. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. Here in San Diego, the extra inning game rolls on. And in the batter's box, Denorfia. He's our first batter here, leading off the 11th. And in this tie ball game, taking a look at the pen, we got some double-barreled action.
Well, they've got them both up out there trying to get a sense as to how they feel, how fresh they are, and then make a decision about who to bring in.
And the 11th inning underway, 0-1. He sends this one in the air towards center. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Anytime you get a guy on base with no outs, the potential of him scoring becomes greater. This is what this team needed.
Well, he digs in here, Steve. A golden opportunity to be the hero.
And with nobody out, they need to find a way to advance the runner into scoring position.
He's running towards second. And he is out trying to take second. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. This one into the alleyway, should be extra bases.
Well, he finds a pitch he can drive, and his hands just fly through the strike zone. Perfect execution at the plate, and he's in scoring position with just 1 out.
A chance to drive and a run right here for Carlos Ruiz. And he is batting here late in the game in a crucial spot.
Well, you've got a base runner. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity. The game may be on the line right here.
This is the chance at a game-winning RBI. And they're going to take a timeout here. They're going to have a little meeting at the mound.
Well, they're going to give them a little bit of time in the bullpen to try to get themselves ready in case they need to make a move.
Here it comes. Slider just misses 1-0.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
At the belt, the 1-0. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0. And here's a fastball for a called strike, 2-1. Comes set. A shot up the middle, and that'll put him on another hit.
Well, all pitchers are taught to keep the ball down in the strike zone. Not too many hitters can go down and get one right there in that particular spot, but this guy absolutely loves that pitch. That's why he's on base.
And here's Kevin Euclid. And he needs to bring in the go-ahead run from third.
Now the pitcher needs to try to get a ground ball and see if they can't get a double play.
Swung on, driven hard by Euclid. And he drops back to the wood. Hart's trying for the plate. There's the run, and it gives them the lead. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Just sensational work by this lineup, and I think from the manager's perspective, you got to be pleased how they've delivered.
A big-time clutch hitting we're seeing right there, Gary. And they break the tie in extra innings with that one.
And, Steve, the beauty of extra inning baseball is you don't have much time, you don't have many outs. You got to make everything count. Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up.
You're right. You have to make everything count.
Line towards second, and he drops it. And it's caught. That play made by Cayesco. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Bodker is batting. He doubled at his last appearance. They take care of that one.
Now, there's nothing worse than getting your pitch and just getting underneath it and popping out to short. Not going to be happy with that.
It's Grandal at the plate. Steve, what's he looking for? What's he thinking about here against the San Diego lineup? Here's a swing and a ground ball. Duran. That's the second out of the inning. We'll get Carrillo now in the batter's box.
He's got to find a way to get on base here, guys.
And a grounder is at the last out. Picked up by Rollins. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead. And the visiting team going home happy.
And here we are at that moment where we're going to find an individual. And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one. We'll get Carrillo now in the batter's box. Well, he's got an opportunity here. He can be a hero. You get an extra base hit, you're going to score some runs.
Well, you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get later in the game. You have to take advantage.
Line towards first. It gets down. That's going to drive in Grandal. This one rolls through to the wall. And Trumbull will also score. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Take a look at Brandon League's intense look out on the mound right there, staring out over the top of his glove and just below the brim of his cap.
Well, he's hanging on to that 3-run lead that he's got, but with only 1 away and 2 on, that's in trouble.
Gary, the offense has to take advantage of this situation. Successful teams take advantage when they're given the opportunity. This is an opportunity.
Last one, a loss in the game for the Padres. And not too much of a surprise. They dropped the first 2 in the set. Difficult series, 0-3 against the Phillies. The runner's heading home. Oh, they're scrambling. Oh, boy, this is getting ugly quick. And he is out at the plate. I don't know if the batter missed or something. Game moving along. Let's see how it's gone so far for Bud Black. And at this point in this game, thinking about offense, I'm hit sharply towards the hole. On to first, that's out number 2. And it's the month of July for the Dodgers. Tuesday, they finish up the San Diego series. And it's a road trip to take on the Yankees, led by that great center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Good chance there to make up for the losses in the previous series between the two. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Following that, a road series. They've got to go to Pittsburgh. They'll face their great hitter, Neil Walker. That's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. Swung on and fouled away.
Foul ball!
Should have let that one go by. Hits the dirt, but it's a strike on a swing. And it's fouled away.
Foul!
Grounded out last time up.
Okay, the Dodgers win this one by a lopsided margin. The offense certainly clicking on all cylinders and have to be feeling good about the offense.
We'd like now to take a look at our. When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do. And Soria settles in. And Steve, you think he'll be swinging away or looking to bunt?
Gary, they may bunt in this situation to clear the pitcher to get to the top of the order with 2 runners in scoring position. But if they want to play it aggressively, they may let him swing the bat.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. A win in their last contest for the Dodgers. They jumped right out after winning the first of 4 here against San Diego.
Well, this is a team that was expected to win, so everybody's gunning for him.
Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Well, they are a tough team. Everybody knows that. They're going to find out just how good they are the rest of the way down the line.
Well, and when you have this lead, they control their own destiny. Win and you're in.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Oh, he takes off for second. And that's another foul ball.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with 2 down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied.
Oh, there he goes for second. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. Tie ball game here in San Diego. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. And Matt Kemp will get us going here. His career batting average .309 off the Padres. And doing the pitching, we're going to see Tim Collins. The Padres turning to a reliever here. That swung on a liner here. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
And the offense is rolling here already. No outs. They got a runner on first base. RBI opportunities for the guys coming up behind him.
Take a moment right here to check out Matt Kemp's production last month and how it ranks compared to the rest of the league. 3rd in triples, 3rd in walks. He's also ranked among the league leaders in home runs right now, 3rd in the league in home runs, and he's got such a powerful swing.
There he goes for second.
Strike 1.
And he's in there at second base.
Here's another look at the steal. He gets to second base sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good jump.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked in this situation.
He delivers. Fouled away.
Foul.
Swung and a ground ball to third. Too late, and he is safe at second. And he gets in there easily. Now we have a moment to look at the producers for this month, the most RBIs.
Well, these are the guys that make the most money because they're the ones who impact the game in a big way, drive it into critical runs that lead to a team's success. Well, the National League has some tough teams, certainly, and here's where the Dodgers sit right now. 2nd best in base hits, 2nd in stolen bases. And they're ranked 3rd in batting average, really a tribute to the depth of this lineup and the ability for all of these guys to
Hit in the dirt. He plays it on the hop. Gets one at second. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
And Fedorowicz is batting. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Well, we're going to take a look here, see if they try to steal the runner from first base. Have some speed over there. See if they try to get two in scoring position.
The first pitch. And Crow throws one outside for a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Good bend to that knuckle curve, 1-1.
Well, this is where the pitcher wants to throw the knuckle curve down in the zone. You start it there, and if the hitter swings at it, maybe it drops out of the zone, but he gets the called strike.
And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with two strikes.
Look now at the hottest bats. Our leaderboard for the highest batting average over the last 10 games.
All these guys have a similar trait, that ability to put the good part of the bat on the ball and make solid contact on a consistent basis. And they're willing to hit from line to line, not just being pull hitters.
2 men on, 2 men out. Crow gets set and delivers. On the ground to short. Up with it. Throws to first, side is retired. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Still tied here in San Diego. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Vodker batting now. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
That one goes foul.
Foul!
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, 1 away.
A good break on a 90-mile-an-hour pitch.
And I like the mentality he showed with those last two pitches, both fastballs.
And John, he might have been looking for something else. He wasn't able to get any kind of contact.
But when you got the confidence in your fastball like that, you can throw them back to back. Usually, though, you're trying to mix it up.
One down. Here's Grandal. And a home run back in the fourth inning. And the first pitch. Line drive fouled off towards first. And that's a strike. Grandal's going to have to take a real close look now at this next one.
Well, right here, I look for him to come back with that heater to try to finish him off. That's his tendency on an 0-2 count.
Bell sets and throws. And Grandal swings and misses. Strike three.
A good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout.
Here we've got to look at the hit leaders for this month. Now the first pitch. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. Batting average for him just 190 against the Dodgers. The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 for Mark Trumbo. Time to protect.
Well, that's some kind of pitch, and you set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Tie ball game here in San Diego. Another chance for the leadoff hitter coming up in the inning. Hitless so far, he'll get another shot at it now. Bell sets and throws. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Take something off that time. In control with the count now. 0-2.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Swing and a miss on the breaker. One down.
What's a huge breaking ball, 78 miles per hour.
A great choice right there to come back with the breaking ball after getting the pitch before with that off-speed pitch, caught him off guard.
And John, you usually call that a little jelly legging going on.
Yeah, Gary, that
He singled his last trip. One out with runners at first and second. First pitch on the way here. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up.
Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Bell sets and throws. Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. And another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is up.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. Gets it. Gets one. And there's two, a double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. This one going to extra inning. How have the decisions of Dale Svem affected this one? Let's see. And thinking, I'm sure, about the approach here to win this ball game. And Matt Kemp to bat. He's ready to start the 10th inning. And on the mound, we're going to see Lewis Coleman. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Here it comes. That's hit foul by Kemp. Now the 1-1 pitch. Foul fastball. Now the count 1-2.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
The 1-2 pitch. And Matt Kemp is down swinging.
Well, this punch out right here will keep this game close as it gets later and later.
Took only 4 pitches on that at-bat to get him out of there.
Man, not a quality at-bat right there. He didn't make the pitcher work. He got out of there quickly.
And it's Betterment batting. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. First pitch of the AB. Hit sharply towards the hole. Out number 2. And it's Smith batting. He'll be seeking his first hit right here. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing here. They say he did not go around the appeal to first. No, he did not, so he will continue this at bat. On the way, Galvis throws on to first. Side is retired. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Still tied here in San Diego. And here we've got Coleman to hit. He'll get us started here, bottom of the 10th. First pitch, curveball, swung on and missed, 0-1. Lined, foul towards third. A swinging strikeout ended his last at bat. And he'll start him out. That one is put in play defensively, Smith. And Thomas is going to play it. And there's the third out. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Here in San Diego, the extra inning game rolls on. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And Fedorowicz is batting. He's had one hit 4 times up. And he starts him out. Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1. The pitch. It gets through. Go ahead run on base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
Sure looked like the hitter had decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
0-1. Sellers is the batter. Well, he digs in here, Steve. A golden opportunity to be the hero.
And with nobody out, they need to find a way to advance the runner into scoring position.
Last at bat, he grounded out. And that gets through for a base hit. Ramirez is headed for third.
Well, sometimes you pay the price for a mistake pitch. That's what that one was there, guys. Right down the middle.
Yeah, he just lined that thing, lined it up when he saw it was right in the wheelhouse. Great job of hitting.
And the next batter, Gary, will...
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. There's one. Trumbo trying to get 2, but it's not there in time.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
And here's Ramirez stealing, and he tries to get one down. He's up with it. And he gets there in time, and that will be an infield single. And he scores, and the tie is broken. They take the lead. That hit knocks in a run. We take a look at the win expectancy graph. So it'll be Maben's chance. Guys, what we've seen here, excellent determination from this offense. They've and he throws the first one. Bell fools him on that one.
Well, he fooled him terribly with that pitch. I mean, that is one of those pitches right there that you have to notice it out of the hand, recognize it early so you can stay back and try to drive that thing the other way.
Ooh, that one hit off the heel of his glove. And so the defense unable to get it done. Trumbo in the box.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player. Defense helps you win games. Well, as much as you'd like to get the runner to second base in this situation, you don't have any speed on first. You can't possibly attempt a stolen base here.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
And the 0-1 by Belisario. That's a strike, and it's 0-2 for Mark Trumbo. Time to protect. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Here's a swing and a fly ball. This one towards Smith. One away. We'll get Carrillo now in the batter's box, wearing the collar thus far. Grandal at first. Starts him out here. A shot up the middle. That's one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
Now, this shortstop makes it look easy, but there's nothing easy about that. Those hard line drives often are like knuckleballs coming at him, but he made the play.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready. Grandal heads for third.
And they've been able to count on him this entire game. The mechanics have been absolutely flawless. That's how he's gotten those 3 hits.
And the number 7 batter in the box. Well, this could very well be their last shot. Possible tying and winning runs on base.
He just needs to concentrate on putting it in play and hitting it hard.
Doing it with 2 down. Here's Alfonso to hit. He'll grab a bat and hit here. Ronald Belisario now ahead 0-2.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. This ball game is over. The potential tying and winning runs.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Garrett.
Now a chance for a little recognition. Real good ball game. Great battle here. And